playoffs to a battle between conferences.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season, as it will be the Wizards of Chicago taking on the Dragons of Houston. The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis here on the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were to have the spotlight on their teams, their franchises, the rest of the league watching them go at it.
With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their seventh-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. He'll look to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. And he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Lawrence will throw. And this is Simpson with a catch. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Nash. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down. Here's Lawrence. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains. So you look at this situation and the relocation. It's worked other places. You've got the 2 teams in L.A. Until recently, we had 2 out of the Bay Area. Of course, the 2 New York teams. Now 2 teams calling Houston home. Well, we know that they do things big here in Texas. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. You decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starting in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Lawrence. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Lawrence. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Back to throw here. And his throw is incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those, like, mats or pits like you have for high jumpers? And, you know, you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
you just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your
concrete.
Toughness. That explains your toughness right there, because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's got this down to the 35. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st down, Lawrence. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 2nd and a couple. Here's Lawrence to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Nash. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. On play action, Lawrence. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
He finds his man complete. That's Cox. It'll be a gain of 5. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Houston set to take over. And they start in the best of all positions. 1st and goal. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Dragons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now stands at 13. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing but daylight ahead. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And for right side here, complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 18 more yards there and another first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because This has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time I look and repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. And this one complete to Simpson. And knocked him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A gain there of 21 yards. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. 2nd quarter down, it's our home team with possession. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10 as they've got it as we resume action. Now we'll throw here to his running back. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. It's a throw again as Lawrence. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. That's Nash. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Lawrence will throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Nash. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. On the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Dragons are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Chicago offense set to get started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down. Now they'll run on the draw. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for Chicago. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's taken on the 25. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Houston's offense taking over again. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. On second down now, it's Barry, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Here's Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Leonard. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 49-yard line.
Now Lawrence to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd have the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. They'll have good field position at midfield following the turnover as they start with a first down here. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. The drive starts with a completion left side. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's second down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
60 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Now back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards and a Chicago first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
That one complete to Anderson. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And his kick is indeed good, and that will close the gap down to 14. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarter. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat, make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? On second down, they'll run it here. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw here. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. The coverage good, the pressure good, leads to the sack, and it's 3rd and goal now. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. This from 42 yards out. And this one is right through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, being the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
Houston's offense taking over again. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence.
His throw incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
On 3rd down, Barry. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again.
They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. 2nd and 5.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
And he comes back with one complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Now Lawrence.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. As far as the early games go in that 1 o'clock window, we'll be focused on that game in Nashville. A big one for the Titans as they'll square off against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Good games in the late afternoon as well, one being out in Santa Clara, where it'll be the 49ers taking on what should be a very tough opponent. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter.
The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
This taken in at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now a give right side. It's Barry, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they'll start with great field position, trying to get back into this one. It's 1st and 10 here. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Wizards take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Simpson reels it in over the middle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now Lawrence on first down.
And quick throw here, that's complete. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. First and 10.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they're fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
He finds his man, complete. It's Cox.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Dragons go up by 2 touchdowns. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Second and 6. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards into Chicago first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Hands it off out of the gun. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. 2nd and 9 from the 44.
They'll look to throw here. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 33 yards that time. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
Back to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 17-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Touchdown! A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Wizards have got it back to within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Houston's offense taking over again. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 34 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Barrett. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 12 yards there and a 1st down. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So that drive, 4 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete. Well, they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself, you don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
And a fair catch call for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. Houston set to take over. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. It's Nash. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
Wide open receiver complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Lawrence going to throw again. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Up the middle they go. Barry. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game.
And the Dragons get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
And now a fumble. The ball's out.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect 2nd half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
On play action, they'll throw. Hold in here, Caldwell. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. He'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Back to throw again.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. We always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
Fielded at about the 28. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but They've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Barry. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
At the 24-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out right at the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll look to throw again. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Back to throw here. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. This 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 76 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! A great effort there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Wizards have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept the game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
He finds his man, complete. That's Leonard.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. They work now on 2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Barry. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked. There he goes, left side. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
The Chicago offense set to get started. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Time to see what this offense has left in the tank.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that, because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That is caught.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
They'll run on first down. Barry. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. On second down, it's Leonard.
An excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now Lawrence.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So out comes the field goal team once more. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now on first down, he'll drop the thrower. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. 2nd down and inches. And his throw here's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Again, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. He gets away from 1. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here. 2nd and 3. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Well, partner, tonight was a great way to kick the season off. That before the game, probably as much pomp and circumstance to start a season as I can ever remember. And this is just game 1 of many to come. Sitting next to you, really looking forward to it.
As am I. Great to be back in booth with you for another season. Great to get this year underway. You and I both know interesting is going to be the word. An extra week now as part of that newer 17-game season. What a fun opener tonight. We know the better games are still on their way, but I'm glad that we got started.
So for Houston, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.